So it's been almost 18 months since my total knee replacement. So how am I really doing? So it's been almost 18 months since my knee replacement surgery and things have been going great. I have just I've got my life back and it's been amazing. It has been such a hard journey up until the point that I got my knee replacement. And after I got my total knee replacement, there was quite a bit of pain involved in the recovery. But I'll tell you what, I feel 100 times better. So, first of all, I'd like to show you my scar on my knee. It looks really good. You barely can tell I had anything done. So, let me show you. So this is the scar from my knee replacement, and I see it a little bit better if I'm standing up, but the scar goes from here to here, and seriously, you can barely see it. So I had the surgery where uh, they didn't actually do external stitches. I believe they did internal stitches, and then they glued this bandage thing. They kind of glued my skin back together, and then they glued this bandage over it. So I had to wait about, it was like a good month for the whole bandage to come off because the glue had to kind of loosen up. But I'm so happy that he did this. I don't have any of those large scars on my knee. I'm really happy. I think it looked really good. So I also have really good movement in my leg. So I have very good flexion on it. I can move it all the way back. I can move it forward. As you can see, I mean, it just works perfectly. I can garden, I can walk, I can just do all kinds of things. So, what are some of the things that help me to get back to having a life again after knee surgery? So, I have a whole playlist starting from when I first injured my knee all the way till I think maybe 12 months or 15 months after the surgery. I don't know. But it's now been almost 18 months and I am just in such a different place. I have lost actually 52 pounds since this whole knee surgery thing took place. I have just really gotten to a better place. I've just found that I have a lot more energy. The more I do, the more I can do. So that's been really amazing. So I think some of the things that really helped me, I mean, I had no choice getting to the knee surgery because I was at a point I just couldn't walk anymore. I was in such severe pain. So I did the knee surgery and I was really afraid. I'd never had any kind of orthopedic surgery before. And thankfully, I had a really good doctor. They did the iovera injections, which are supposed to kind of stun the nerves around your knee like a week or two before surgery. I think that helped me to recover. I also did 6 weeks of physical therapy prior to my surgery date. That I think made a huge difference. And then, of course, I did physical therapy for, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks after my knee replacement surgery. So that made a big difference. So I just really had it in my mind. I was going to work as hard as I could, get my flexion back in my knee, get my pain level down, figure out how to work around the swelling. And I think the biggest thing that I did was that I followed my doctor's instructions. Whatever he told me to do, I tried to follow it to the letter of the law. I thought, I want to be in a better place come a year, 2 years, 5 years, what have you. And I am. I'm heading towards 2 years after total knee replacement, and I am in such a good place. I actually just bought Disney passes last weekend, and I'm starting to go to Disneyland with the kids again. And oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. I'm looking forward to the summer where I can swim every day and get in the pool and chase the kids around. And it's like I gained my life back. And I think a lot of it's attitude. I think a lot of it was really good doctor care. I think a lot of it was exercise. I continued to exercise. I also went on a weight loss plan after I had kind of got through the pain and the swelling and everything. About 6 months after my total knee replacement, I went on um, a pretty strict weight loss program. I started doing Trim Healthy Mama. I have lost 52 pounds. My goal is to lose about 75 or 80 pounds, so I'm on the way. I plan on getting all this weight off by Christmas 2025. And I have a whole nother playlist of how I lost the weight and all that kind of stuff. If you're interested, I'll link it below. But I think a lot of it's attitude. I think a lot of it's doctor. I think a lot of it's listening to what your doctor says and actually doing it. I think part of it's working past the pain, just knowing up front, you're going to have pain after knee replacement. There's no way around it. But if you barrel through it and you do what you need to do, you're going to get flexion back in your knee. I mean, I did hear from my doctor that some people take longer to have the swelling go down than others. I was one of them. My leg swelled for a long time. But he said if you keep moving, you keep exercising it, do the things you need to do, when the swelling goes down, even if you don't have the exact flexion that you want at the time, if you keep moving and you work past the swelling, you're going to get it. The problem is when people stop and they say, oh, my leg's swollen, I can't move anymore, I'm going to rest it. No, you need to just follow what your doctor says. So here I am. 18 months later and feeling great. Am I glad I did the surgery? Yes, 100 times yes. I would have done it a million times. It was hard, it was a lot of work, it was a lot of pain, all that kind of stuff. But I'm on the other side of it now and I feel amazing. And, you know, if it's something that you're looking into, my recommendation would be research as much as you can. You know, try to, pull up things, try to find doctors in your area. I actually, of all places, I would have never thought of this, but I worked with my insurance company to help me find a really good doctor really out of my area. I was not having good success with doctors where I lived. They were just kind of giving me the runaround for like a year. And in the meantime, I was in so much pain that by the time I finally got to a good doctor who recognized what was wrong and was able to diagnose everything and put a plan in place, I had to go out of my area to make that happen. So, maybe talk to your insurance carriers, whatever kind of insurance you have, Medicare, whatever, and find the best doctor that you can afford, because this is something you don't want to get wrong. So overall, this has been a really good experience for me, and I hope if you're considering it, it'll be a good experience for you too. Please check out my playlist. Like I said, I've got like 30 videos on beginning to end of my knee replacement journey, and some of those things might give you some ideas on things to do along the way. So good luck with whatever you have going on. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, I have all kinds of really fun things on there. Weight loss videos, homesteading ideas, canning, gardening, cooking, knee replacement, probably more than you want to watch. But anyway, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.